Welcome back to Let's Play Saga Valhalla. This is Nathan, and we're gonna go Viking. Actually, I think I'm going to see Seder. Yeah, the Seer Solace. Okay. Out of the case, it looks like we got a decent ride up the mountain. So we'll tell a Viking story, a Norse story. Tell a small piece of Egil's saga today. Egil was a great warrior and a poet. He has an entire saga written about him, and this is just a small excerpt of that. But Egil and his men were on raid, and they got captured. And the men were put into, I believe they were actually put into an enclosure, but Egil was bound hand and foot to a pole because the king there knew of his prowess, at least a little bit of his prowess. And then they went to have a feast because they had managed to capture these great warriors. While they ate, Egil managed to free himself, and then he freed his men. And they were trying to figure out how to get out of there, and below them, I guess under the floor or something, they found another prisoner. It was not one of their men. It was a man named Aki. Aki led them out to freedom, but Egil wouldn't have any of it, so he was like, we're not leaving here without something of value. So they went into the stores and they found all sorts of things. But he found what appeared to be a very nice cask of mead. And so he was like, I'm taking that. After he took this cask of mead, though, he was like, I'll not leave here without them knowing exactly who did it to him. So he went to the feasting hall and he lit it on fire. And as people ran out, he and his men slew most of them. And
do you want to be an outlaw?
This
is your last
cried
chance.
out to the king. He said, remember always that this was Egil who did this to you. And as the king tried to escape as the building was burning down, he slew him as well, and then the building collapsed in on itself and killed most of everyone inside. When they got back to their boat, they were looking at the cask of mead. When they opened it, they realized it wasn't a cask of mead at all. It was actually full of silver. So he had gotten his treasure and his revenge, and his name spread far and wide. If you study Norse history, is probably one of the more famous in the sagas, but tends to not be as famous a name as some of the others like Ragnar and Rolla the Walker and so on. So perhaps we will tell more of his tale throughout the series, but I really enjoy his story. I also plan on telling parts of Greider's Saga. So, alright, looks like we're here. Beautiful aesthetic. Oh, that's nice. You can hear the wind chimes in the back. Would have been commonly made of bits of bone and wood, things of that nature. I figure we'll hit a cutscene in here. As always, when we hit cutscenes, there will be no talking except for through the first episode.
Hamuram. Hamuram.
Valka?
Hush. I need silence to hear the songs of nature. Hamuram. Hamuram.
Svala.
She gives praises and she is greeted.
For your hearing, I hearken. O ancient ones, great Odin, great Freya, I give you thanks for your gift of Seder.
She gives thanks and she is blessed.
Eivor, it has been some time. What brings you so far to see me?
I have come for your advice on a private matter.
Come.
Is your mother well?
Her mind is a jumble. She speaks to spirits. I fear her final winter has come, but she has me. Now, let her speak to your needs.
I have had a vision. A powerful vision. It may have been my battle lust, or a delirium caused by the cold, but
Describe it for me.
after 17 years, I saw my father's axe again. And when I touched it, the vision came on fast. There was a wolf, howling and fierce, and then a figure. A grey beard in a cloak, with a single eye. He bid me follow him.
The High One. He calls to you. Perhaps he means to speak with you, deliver a message. Only through Seder will you see more clearly and unravel the threads that sit tangled upon your mind. This will not take long.
What are you brewing?
An elixir to loosen your hugur and unwind your thoughts. You will enter a waking sleep and journey to the world of dreams. It may confuse or disorient you, but you must take note of all you see. Drink. If you seek true understanding.
I saw nothing, Valka. Felt nothing.
Harvey! Harvey! Harvey!
I walk among the dead. Sigurd. Sigurd! Brother, when did you arrive? What is this?
no other way, Javi. Our
Brother!
fates are fixed.
What is this? Sigurd! Sigurd! What has happened?
This was not for you, Javi.
Steady, Eivor. It is Valka. I am here.
Gods, I thought I... What was that?
Tell me everything.
I was on a mountain in a violent blizzard, climbing toward the summit, following a wolf.
Mm-hmm.
I saw Odin and the Nornir spinning the threads of fate. They were watching me.
Not watching. They were showing you the way forward. Your life, your path, what lies before you, and where it ends.
And the wolf was eager for my attention, as if it were beckoning me to follow.
You are the wolf-kissed, fated to carry its mark for life. In this case, it might represent your ambition, or your fear.
I saw the gates to Odin's Hall of Slain Champions. They opened for me.
Shades of Valhalla, for which you are destined.
I do not know what else to say. My memories are faint, hazy.
Did you reach the summit of this mountain?
I did, yes. Sigurd was there, wounded, in pain. His fighting arm was missing. Then the wolf reappeared, the size of a dragon, twisted and terrible. It fixed its eyes on me and struck. Then I awoke.
The gods favor you, Eivor. They always have. You will have your glory, and you will earn your place in Valhalla. But these portents carry a darker truth. The missing arm, the trail of blood, the beast. You will betray your brother, Sigurd. That is the meaning of your vision.
That cannot be right. I would never betray Sigurd. He's my brother, my family.
The Nornir have spoken, and this is their message.
No, this is wrong. Or you misunderstand. That cannot be right.
You will betray Sigurd.
Odin fought against his fate. It can be done.
Alright. As far as I can tell, there's only one thing that I'm not liking about this so far, and that's how dense my character is. He's just kind of it's almost like he doesn't know his own history or religion sometimes. And like with this one, he's talking about the great wolf and all of that, and it's very common knowledge. It was common knowledge that Fenrir was Loki's child, and so it's just weird to me that he's acting like he has no idea what that is, but it is what it is. And they might actually cover why he's this way or whatever, you know. He's obviously a religious person, or he wouldn't have come up here, so it's just kind of weird to me. He wouldn't know about normal things about his own gods. Or like the Fates, he didn't know who they were. I don't know. It's weird. you know, also he didn't have the internet and tons of books to study this. He may be gaining this knowledge, may have had an idea about some of these things, and then gaining this knowledge now from the Satyr. So we'll give him the benefit of the doubt. He doesn't seem to be entirely stupid. He's a capable fighter. I'll give him that. More brawn than brain.
Trying to trap on me!
I will say this too: Assassin's Creed never seems to disappoint on environment, and since they've moved over to the more open world element, so I played. Let me see. I played Origins a little bit, very very little bit, but I did watch my friend play it a lot. And I loved the open worldness. I think that was their first very much open world game. You could always run around, but it wasn't like vast giant spans of land and stuff like that. But I'm very much enjoying the open worldness and the aesthetic of everything that they've put together. The look and feel is very
It
Norway.
must be finished now.
The king has called for his best mead, so the talks are concluded. It should be safe to enter.
I'm ready to face the thunder. I will speak with the king now.
Well, all right.
Excellent, King Styrbjorn. I will take this proposal to my nephew. I believe he will see the wisdom in it.
Good. It is all I can hope for. May the... May the winds favor your voyage, Guthormer. Eivor, come forward and explain in plain words why you have willfully disobeyed my commands. Do you mock me?
I do not mock you, King. I mean to embolden you against your enemies and your own poor judgment.
You know nothing of my judgment. You know nothing of my plans and strategies.
Sigurd would agree with me.
My son might agree with you, but he would obey me. He knows his place.
Not as well as he knows his father.
Imagine you are harassed by an enemy with warriors that vastly outnumber your own. What profit does open war bring? Would it not be better to work quietly through diplomacy, gaining alliances? Waiting until the day our numbers outweigh our enemies and our victory is guaranteed.
Do we have any allies to speak of? Or is that your excuse to do nothing?
Your confidence blinds you to so much in plain sight, Eivor. Day and night I toil to forge ties with clans to the north. Very soon you will see the fruits of my efforts. Only then will you understand.
Is that all?
I'm at a loss with you, Eivor. When I took you in as my own, never did I imagine such disrespect from the child of Varin. Your father was a fine man. Just and loyal to me, he died bravely so that we might live.
He died a coward, Lord. A fate I will not mirror.
Why do you carry such a useless burden? Let it go! Think only of the days to come, of your future and the victories at hand.
My honor has been stained. Until it's wiped clean, I want nothing else.
I refuse to pick at that wound again. But if there is something that can chase these shadows from your thoughts...
Sigurd has come! Down at the docks, his ship is here!
So what I would say is, hearing that, and I for some reason never thought about it. Hearing the talk about his honor, it really makes a lot more sense why he seems so dense. It's because he is single-minded right now. He has to restore his honor, because without it, his entire family line
careful with that one.
would be punishing to him.
Avon! Sigurd! Ah, look at you, blood-soaked drinker. What have you been worrying without me?
Oh, and you, salt-cured Vikinger. I smell the stink of a dozen kingdoms in your beard.
It's just the start. Randvi, my dear wife, your husband returns. Bringing gifts and riches to share.
And new friends, I see.
Yes. Basim and Hytham. We met in Miklagard, and they showed me her buried secrets.
We are grateful to Sigurd for his invitation, and eager to pay tribute to your king.
My brother is always very careful with the company he keeps, if you're standing safely beside him. He must like you.
Ah, Eivor. Save the introductions until our bellies are full. I will see my father. Tell him of my time away. This morning we traded with a ship passing south. They told us Eivor the Wolf-Kissed was captured by Kjotve's men.
They must have cut the tale short. I killed my captors and recovered my crew. And for that your father scolded me. You know where I stand, brother. Nothing short of war will dislodge Kjotve from our lands. But he disagrees.
I know. I know. Father thinks too much and acts too little. Today that changes. I promise you. By the winter's end, the name Kjotve the Cruel will be a curse on the lips of a drunken fool.
My son! Welcome home!
Father.
Tonight we feast and celebrate your return, Sigurd. The tables are laid with barley and lamb, bread and mead.
And no more, I beg you. I want nothing you would not serve a thrall. Let me be the one to honor you. I bring gifts and tales from faraway lands. After 2 winters away, I am full up with both.
Very well, very well. Come inside.
And when we are fat and satisfied, Father, we will talk of Kjotve and his clan, and how we may end their terror, once and for all. He has dogged us too long, shamed us for too many seasons. I know this. Eivor knows this. It ends now.
Yes, of course, when the time is right.
I like Sigurd. He's a tough customer, so.
Through Rusland we barreled down the Volga River, raiding as we went. Shadowy tribes hurling spears at our ship. At Miklagard, we saw men bedecked in riches as vibrant as the Bifrost itself. And these we took for our troubles, of course. We sailed to Rome, then Africa, past oceans of sand, warriors of all colors, and beauty the eyes must weep to behold. And now I have returned, with riches and glory to share with my family, my friends, my eyes-forged Strengir. So take what you desire from my hoard. For this is only a taste of things to come. Tomorrow, the Raven clan starts anew.
Skål, Sigurd.
Skål! And you, Eivor, come. I have something special for you.
I love the little conversations in the background.
I thought long and hard on a gift worthy of you.
You've snared my curiosity, brother. What is it?
Not yet. Drinks first. To my first night in Fornburg in over 2 winters. It must end with me soaked and wall-eyed, shouting at the shadows of trolls.
And you want me to sail with you on these honey waves?
Yes. You are stuck with me, Drengur. Now drink. Ah, you would put Thor to shame.
Forgive me. On your first day back, I should have let you win.
Gods, you should have let me start.
It is good to have you back, Sigurd.
Perhaps in our next episode we'll tell the story that he
I've missed
referred
this
to right there
terribly.
about Thor.
When I first met Basin, I regaled him with tales of our homeland. And it was then I felt a heart longing to return at once. Come.
Here we go, the Assassins.
This brings us to your gift. These excellent men were my shepherds through much of their homeland, the Abbasid Caliphate. They are a clan, not joined by blood, but by a common idea. A brotherhood of shadows executing their own form of justice. In my time with them, they shared many of their most hidden secrets, for which I am grateful. And now, I gift one of these secrets to you. Weapon for the finest warrior I know.
Beautiful craftsmanship. What kind of smith makes a weapon like this?
It is less a weapon than a tool. One we have used for centuries to fight injustice and evil.
Mentor, I must protest. This is deeply unorthodox. Our wrist blade is a sacred
Do
tool.
not make a fetish out of cold metal, Haitham. What matters is the mind of the one who wields it. Please, try it on. The blade should ride on the underside of your arm to conceal it from your target.
I have no wish to hide this. And I would rather not make the same mistake you two have. I like it.
This is no mistake. This is a voluntary sacrifice to prove our devotion to...
A good start, Eivor. But you must learn how to use it effectively.
Outside. This is not something for all eyes.
Lead on.
I love that they decided to go the Norse route, the Norse attitude towards weapons and things like that, instead of
This clan
hiding
of
it
yours has a
with
name?
him.
Indeed. But among the tenets of our creed is a vow to never reveal too much to outsiders. In time, you may learn more, but not here, where the walls and trees may have ears.
I look forward to it.
Here, let me lead you through our most basic techniques. Wielded with skill and care, our blade delivers a singular killing blow. As you near your target, find your window to strike. Timing is essential. Nicely done.
I have not seen a blade so sharp.
Some targets are trickier than others. Keep that in mind before you strike.
A decent attempt.
Take that one down from the ledge.
Whoops.
A perfect strike.
How about a challenge? Leap down upon that target from above.
He says to me like I'm not a fierce warrior.
Exactly, just like that. Use your surroundings when possible. Strike from that haystack, for instance.
Oh yeah, I forgot that you can hide in things like haystacks.
That's it.
Mentor, does Eivor intend to join us?
Not that I am aware.
Why offer him the blade? Surely we have more.
Hytham. Hush. You wield the blade well. Let us leave Eivor to enjoy his gift in peace. Come.
Eivor, let us walk to the docks and take in the night air.
Okay. We'll walk down to the docks and then talk with Sigurd and probably call it a day.
What do you make of my new friends?
They seem generous and menacing in equal measure.
I know what you mean. They have learning too. They wield numbers and writing as if it were magic. Basim has shown me so much about the world, all of which I will share with you when the time is right.
So I am going to be moving Valhalla to Wednesdays. That'll start this week, which you'll discover.
I miss the smell of this land.
To make room for
Have you returned for good?
Let's
or do
Play
you mean
Red
to
Dead,
join
so-
this Shadow Brotherhood?
Leave all that aside, Eivor. Tonight we are family again. The here and now is what matters. Our kinship, our clan, our glory.
I missed you, brother. Your clear head and your courage. We have not had enough of both in recent months.
You flatter me, Wolf-Kissed. Keep it up.
From here to Valhalla, I will always be on your side, Sigurd. Always.
This fjord has grown too small to contain me, or I too large. There is so much more beyond these stony fangs that rise around us. England, Ireland, Francia, all greener pastures, ripe for the plucking. Tomorrow, we make new war on Kjotve, and reclaim the lands he took from us. And from there, we build a kingdom for us.
I'm with you. Only say the word.
Good. Get some rest, and return here at first light.